At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Look what I just ordered. This trip is going to be great.
Bring enjoyment back to your game with golfknickers.com. Traditional golf knickers in bold colors and plaids, all with same-day shipping. Over 100 different socks and matching sweaters. Perfect for corporate outings, weddings, and special events.
Thanks, golfknickers.com, for making our tournament such a success.
Make your experience memorable.
Best time ever.
Call today for a free catalog.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices, and BGT-TV on YouTube TV. I am Big John Quick. He is the golf father, Bill Cuevas, and this segment is sponsored by golfknickers.com. They are the world's leading retailer in classic golf apparel. They specialize in their full line of men's plus fours, or golf knickers as we know it. To complement the knickers, their company has a full line of matching socks, caps, and shirts, allowing them to deliver the complete outfit to their customers. Their customers do include corporations, golf courses, radio, TV hosts, school golf teams, tournaments, and avid golfers around the world. They are committed to growing the game of golf by encouraging players to wear the game the way it was meant to be played. In golf knickers, they are in their 20th anniversary, and we are giving you a discount 10% off of additional discounts and sale prices by entering BIGS, BIGGS, or you could call them 1-800-940-9415, 1-800-940-9415, golfknickers.com, the world leader in traditional golf apparel. Bill, the golf father Cuevas, as we return back to BGT TV and Big's Golf Talk, I got to tell you, man, you know, ever since we were introduced to breakthrough golf technologies and the stability putter, how good has our putting gotten?
I don't know if it's the BGT and the BGT. I don't know. It's like it's a perfect. It's yin to yang. You know what I mean? BGT is working perfect. We've been blessed that we've gotten to work with them over the past several years. We've tried out each and every one. As they progress, so have we, and so has our game. And we have Mr. Barney coming on soon to talk about it. But we recently, a couple of weeks ago, we started putting in the stealth. Yeah. And yes, so it's one of my favorite. I can't find it half the time because it's in stealth mode. So, you know what I mean? It's perfect. I tried taking pictures and you can't see it.
Right. Can't see
there.
The
yeah, you can't see it. It truly is stealth. They have a lot of things coming along the line. They got some new products that they put in, which we were both lucky to have. You have yours. I have mine. We have different. And I want to get them in so we can start talking about stuff.
But I also want to tell you, so the other day I was out golfing with my good friend Richard Sanchez out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I don't like him.
I know you don't like him. That's okay.
I don't like him. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like anytime you start a sentence, my good friend, and I'm not the one you're talking about.
So we were out golfing, and I made a 30-foot putt, and it was out there with his son and everything else. And I just walked up to the putt, up to the hole, like, I expected that. And I do. I expect now if it was 32 feet or 35 feet, and then you would get the fist bump,
yes, absolutely,
everything else. But when you have a stability shaft in your putter, I'll tell you what, the expectations of making putts, as long as you read that green properly, is right up there. So your expectations of making a 25-foot putt, because this allows you to stabilize your swing with your putter. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, remember we were just recently in Texas. We were
Yes.
just there during a tournament, and a gentleman was talking about, oh, this and this, and we're going to have those questions for Barney when he comes on about what
He
the
didn't believe
putter.
in
No,
the science of it.
no, he didn't, and he was trying to contradict it, and we put that to a quick, squash. But we need the data, and Mr. Barney's going to be able to give us the data on what's behind these shafts and how they help in your putting, because we know the difference. I know when you take a regular putter and you're going to get that whip right on the bottom. It's the consistency is not there. We both did it when we went on the sand machine, and you put in the right shaft, which fortunately for us has been the stability shaft. The torque on it, the change of the position from the head, from going back and forth, being consistent, is right on the money. So I'm interested to see what Barney has to say about it. He needs to give me some data so I can call that guy back up and harass him a little bit more.
Well, let's talk about and let's introduce our next guest. He is the CEO of Breakthrough Golf Technology. Barney started Adams Golf back in 1988, specialized in custom-fitted golf clubs. The company rapidly expanded after the explosive success of the Tight Lies fairway woods. Adams Golf was selected as Manufacturing Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young. Barney also received the Ernie Sabarek Award for lifetime contribution to the golf industry by the PGA of America. Barney served as chairman of the board of Adams Golf until June of 2012, when TaylorMade purchased the company. Adams is an avid golfer and fisherman. I love this guy already. He is one of my favorite people. And active with two charities, the Ryan Foundation and Bill the Golffather Cuevas. Oaths of Honor.
Oaths of honor, baby.
Barney has always had the unique ability to see what is missing in golf equipment. He started Breakthrough Golf Technology after seeing that no significant innovation has been made putter shafts for decades. So he is joining us here on Big's Golf Talk and BGT-TV. And he's one of my favorite people because I'll tell you what, you want to thank somebody for the innovation of hybrids. Barney Adams is the person you need to thank for that hybrid that you have in your bag today, because if it wasn't for Adams Golf with the Tight Lies and the hybrids, I don't think you would see other companies be making those hybrid golf clubs, Bill the Golffather Cuevas.
Nope. I still have my original Adams in my garage. They were my second set of clubs. My first set was off the rack, in Costco's or whatever, Sam's Club or whatever it was. And then after that, I got my Adams Tight Lies and hybrids and all the other stuff. So yes, it's great stuff.
Certainly one of my favorite people in the golf industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Barney Adams on here on BGT-TV and Big's Golf Talk. Barney, good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Well, good morning, guys. Thanks for the intro.
Yes, we're excited to have you on. We've talked to you before, but we've never had the privilege of seeing that lovely face of yours. So thank you. Now our listeners are going to get to watch, hear you, and everything else come over the next few days, which is a treat. For people that don't know, you were the man behind Adams Golf, like we just found out. And when you did sell it, I mean, I've seen so much, dare to say that my Instagram has been coming up with Adams Golf. So I don't know if they're teasing. I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing it, but I got me a BGT shaft, and that's what we want to talk about. And you have a couple extra surprises that we had. So can you tell us what goes behind the stability shaft, why you created it?
If you guys are golf guys,
Mm-hmm.
About putters, go back to the earliest days. Now, my early days are a little before yours, but but what were the early putters? They were blades, then bullseyes, and then Carson came out with the first heel toe weighted putters, but they were like a heel toe weighted blade. My point to that is that they all weighed about the same range, let's say, of gram weight. And then over the years, when engineers studied putter performance, they figured that if they took Carson's initial idea and expanded it and put more weight towards the heel and towards the toe, you would reduce the deflection that happens when you do hit a ball out in the toe of the putter or out of the heel of the putter. So today's putters, almost all of them are heavily weighted towards the heel and the toe. The bottom line to that is they're much heavier. The putters of today weigh significantly more than the original putters. In that formula, what hasn't changed is the putter shaft. And as the putter heads have gotten heavier, what happens when there's motion, they cause the putter itself through the shaft to oscillate very, very slightly, very small amount of movement. But of course, if there is movement going on, that means there is movement in the head. If there is movement in the head, you reduce the ability to bring the head back to the ball square. And any putting symposium, the instructor, whatever, will tell you that the key to putting starts with having the putter head square at impact. Mm-hmm. What we found was that when we eliminated that slight oscillation, the putter head caused a more solid contact, which is what you guys are talking about, more consistent ball roll, and it became the foundation for the stability shaft. Now, one thing that's interesting, let's go back to my original example. Now, I've got a heavier headed putter with an old, not old, well, they're all old, steel shaft in it. I could fix the problem in the morning by putting a shaft in that's solid and very heavy, or even a shaft that's much wider. But the problem is those don't feel right to the golfer. And if the golfer has to make a significant adjustment, you're in a situation where the adjustment factor is greater than the problem you're trying to solve in the first place. It doesn't work. So you've got to be able to fix the problem, but do so in a way that when you put a putter into the player's hands, it feels like the message to his body, to his system, so to speak, is familiar. It's like what he's always putted with before. It just works better.
I'll tell you what, when you first came out, and here's, I believe, is the first stability shaft that you guys ever had. And we got a chance to test it out and all that stuff. I was impressed immediately on when I didn't do anything different. I just used the same stroke I always do, but a stability shaft allowed me to, like Barney said, square up the face of my putter at impact of the ball. And that just allowed me the putter not to turn and not, and I was just able to do my regular putting stroke. And, I just love how this thing feels. And I certainly recommend it for anybody out there that wants to improve their putting game.
Absolutely.
And Bill, the Godfather Cuevas, I'll tell you what, I mean, we now
you have yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
I can't see it. Is it in stealth mode?
It is. Hold on.
It's in stealth mode. There you go.
There you go.
Blacked out, baby.
But the key to what you said is when you first got it and you started to use it, it felt comfortable.
Yes.
Forget about the results, because if it felt uncomfortable, that was the results. It took years to develop that. That's not as easy as it sounds.
No, and we can see it. Now, when you say oscillate, okay, we were talking, and people are saying that the shaft doesn't flex, doesn't have any kind of torque to it or anything else, that the shaft does absolutely. He was trying to argue basically that the shaft doesn't move where you come back, where you go forward. It's the same exact thing. And it was just one person that kept insisting that there is no movement in that shaft, which I couldn't understand, because we can see it. You feel it when you do it, how the club goes back. We've done it on the Sam's machines and stuff like that. Right. So what's a different kind of where is oscillate we understand that the face is turning and stuff like that. Does that help anything with torque? Is there torque involved in the shaft? Does it eliminate it? Because it is lightweight. It doesn't move. Where you go back and where you come back, depending on your stroke, that's how it's rolling, and that's what we're seeing with the BGT shafts that you're creating. Is there a difference between oscillating, torque, this and that inside the shaft?
The guy that you're talking to, he's referring to shafts as he knows how shafts have been presented to us over the years. And that means that they flex, they straighten back out again. Putter shafts flex a lot less, but there is some flex in putter shaft. This has nothing to do with flex.
Mm-hmm.
This is an oscillation. Like if you look at it, we had a camera. We had a friend that was his business was to photograph for NASA.
Mm-hmm.
He had a camera that filmed at 100,000 frames a second.
Wow.
So we could watch the putter stroke. And what you see is almost like a shadow. It's like you see the shaft and then there's like a little blur. And that's when the shaft is oscillating. It's that small. But by doing it that way, we were also able to pinpoint where in the shaft this phenomena happens. And that went into the design of the stability shaft to ameliorate the problem.
Nice. Okay.
Stability shaft, we obviously know the answer to this because we sent you guys an off-market putter, and it's a premier putter, but it's still off-market. It's not known to many consumers out there, but we have the Indie Golf putter. So the question to you is, does the stability shaft fit in any putter?
Yes. Any putter, including arm locks and including even, I don't know what you call them, where you can't anchor them to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very simple installation. If you can send your putter to the Breakthrough Golf people in Dallas, and they'll do it. It's a quick turnaround. Or any repair guy I've shown a couple of them where I live how to do it. I send people down there. It's about a 5-minute job. It's a nothing job to reshaft the putter.
Nice.
Next question I have from a listener that knew that we're going to have stability shaft on the show was, if he has this in his putter, buys a new putter, can he convert that stability shaft to his new putter out of his old one?
Yeah. I mean, send it in. Like I say, I would say in that case, send it in to us and let our lab guys do it for him. But the answer is yes.
Okay. So you can uninstall and reinstall. And now if they took it, just for example, if they decided to take it to an offsite, they wanted to take it to a regular club fitter, can a regular club fitter do it properly, or do you suggest does it have to be under a special technique how they do it?
Regular club fitter, what he can do is get on the phone with our guys and walk him through the first one, and after he does the first one, it's easy for him.
Oh, okay. Cool. Now, Biggs, we got to talk about the other thing that they have because I know we're short on time. Oh, there it goes. BGT stability. It fit perfect with our show. Yes, BGT. That was part of our favorite one. I wanted to show mine, folks, but you're going to have to wait to another episode because mine is in the home studio in Albuquerque, New Mexico with him. So he has the camouflage BGT.
I do.
And you know which one the Golf Father has, right? The Golf Father has the Godfather.
Yes.
Yes. Say hello to my little friend. That's what I got. That's what Bill the Golf Father has. I will show it to you next time. I'm going back to Albuquerque next week. So, yeah, I'll be able to show it to everybody. I left my bag there because that's where I'm going to be golfing next.
So if you want to show off your favorite stability, fandom and stuff like that, these are really nice and they protect your putters really well.
They do.
And I truly love this cover, and it has a nice little USA flag on it, and it kind of represents too BGT Biggs Golf Talk. So
that's what it was a double win. I don't know if Barney planned it that way, and he was trying to get some of our listeners and followers BGT and confuse everybody, but it works, Barney. It's working really well because when I showed it, like
nothing to do with
No, come on. Come on, Barney, just a little bit.
By the fact that golfers are whack jobs for the most part.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know a couple right on the screen. You're looking at a few.
Now,
You know?
I did hear some feedback, so people see this on my putter all the time. And I did hear some feedback, Barney, and I don't know if this would mean anything to you, but they feel that you could like put BGT right on the edge here, so it kind of represents, or breakthrough golf technologies or something like that on the edge. I think
As a branding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the design.
Listen, next show, you ask me about a new product.
Next show? Uh-oh, you heard what he said? Next show, we're going to ask him about a new product. Can we ask you now?
No idea what this is.
Can you give us a hint?
In golf,
The
most important factor in selling golf equipment is distance. Distance overrules everything. I don't care if it's a wedge. If you can hit wedge A farther than wedge B, most of the time you're going to buy wedge A. That's all you get.
Oh,
Barney!
I know what he's gonna do.
I don't know.
Say nothing.
I'm not saying nothing. But only thing I'm gonna say is,
if you want to improve your short game, you're gonna want to tune in.
That's it. That's all we can say. He's already helped our short game putter wise. Maybe they're expanding a little bit. We don't know. Barney won't share.
Not a short game product.
I am looking forward to
the announcement and the news and all that stuff, and it's going to be on Big's Golf Talk website.
Do we have a time frame, Barney, before we let you go? Is there a time frame when we're going to have you back on? Because we need to have you back on now. Wait, can you give us a time frame?
Well, I'm 82 years old.
Okay.
A major step in my day is getting up in the morning. After that, I don't have a schedule.
That doesn't help much besides a little teaser.
You know how at the end of the show, I typically have said, "See you when I see you." You will hear about it when you hear about it, right, Barney?
You guys bug Mary Beth, but she'll work it out.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to start bugging her now. As soon as we get off the line, I'm going to start firing every day. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
He doesn't know what it is either.
Oh! Barney has set me for failure. He set me up for failure, man. Oh, man.
Hey, Barney, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. To learn more about Stability Shafts and the head covers, visit stabilityshaft.com. And, Barney, we certainly hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend, my friend.
Thank you, guys. See you. Talk to you.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon.
Bill, the Godfather Cuevas, I'm telling you, this guy his innovation continues. His mind just continues. The way he develops and wants to improve the game of golf just continues. I mean, just imagine tight lies. Barney, Adams Golf. Mm-hmm. He innovated the hybrid.
The industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
The industry. I mean, yeah, I don't get it. Maybe one day when we have him back on so he can tell us about what this new product is. He said it doesn't have anything to do with short game, if I heard correct, which means hopefully it thinks. I'm just hoping because I'm hoping.
Now I'm thinking distance.
Yes. And what kind of distance? What? I mean, we know what.
Could it be a swinging shaft? I don't know. We'll have to find out. That's a teaser.
Yes, I don't know, but I'm going to be blowing up Mary Beth. I can tell you that.
More Big's Golf Talk at BGT-TV coming your way right after this.